Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today, I want to talk to you guys about how to invest your money as a beginner. So guys, let me make a quick disclaimer before I begin. I'm not a financial advisor, so don't take anything I say and run with it. And if you lose money, blame me, because I'm just sharing what I know, what I have experience in, what I personally invest in, and what's worked for me over the past 5 years. So in this video, I want to preface by saying I'm not necessarily going to talk to you guys about different stocks and annual returns and which stock's going to do this and which stock's going to do that. I'm going to talk to you guys more about how to set up your mind to succeed in the long run, and then also how to live below your means, budget, and have enough to invest every month. Because guys, whether you realize it or not, a lot of people, or your success in investing in stocks and crypto, whatever, is more so psychological rather than technical. Now, obviously you do need some technical abilities to, dive into different charts and this and that, but that's more advanced and we'll talk about that later on. But I want to talk to you guys about what it takes to get started and how to not make certain mistakes that I made when I started. So first off, guys, what I recommend everyone does is start off with a list of your monthly expenses and find out a way to live way below your means. And then once you find out ways to be, a minimalist, essentially, I want you guys to figure out a way to pick up another job, get a side hustle, work extra hours, take a promotion or whatever to make an extra between $500 and $2,000 extra a month, right? Now, if you can make more than that, then, kudos to you. But I think for most people, a healthy amount is between $500 and $2,000 extra a month. So I'm not saying you're going to invest all of that money you saved at the end of the month. But what I am saying is I want you guys to have enough at the end of the month to be able to see somewhat of a dent in your investments, right? So what do I have here? So guys, a lot of investing comes down to buying dips and not buying on highs, because whether you realize it or not, when stocks go up, for a week or 2 weeks and people get hysterical and people get greedy and everyone's buying, that's when you want to sell. You don't necessarily want to buy when, you don't want to necessarily buy when everyone's buying. You want to buy when everyone sells, because that's when the price goes down. So when the price goes down, you get a better deal in the long run, because your percentage of returns is going to be better than when you buy at that high price. So let's say like Microsoft has 2 weeks straight where it went up. Let's say Microsoft goes up $20, $30 in 2 weeks. It's not going to be a good idea for you to buy shares, right? Because there's a good chance that it might take a dip that third week or that fourth week. And now your mind is playing tricks on you, like, damn, I made a terrible investment. And then what most people do is they buy at the high, and then when they see it go down, they sell, and now they're pissed, and now they're like, oh, like I can't do this investing thing and this and that, and they get all fearful and worry, and how it ends. So the point, the psychology behind investing is to buy when things are red. I really don't I pay attention to the stocks, every week, whether it's crypto, whether it's my own portfolio when it comes to the different stocks that I possess, but I pay attention. So, if I see for 2 weeks something's going up, I'm not going to buy it, because I know eventually it's going to come down. And when it comes down, that's when I buy, right? So you want to buy when people are selling, because that's when you get the best price. So that's very common sense. That's very fundamental, but a lot of people don't really understand that. And like I said, they panic sell when they see the price go down. And then when it goes back up, they're like, fuck, I wish I would have stayed in, right? So you really have to master your emotions. And I'll kind of piggyback off what I'm saying by stating that you have to feel comfortable losing money. You're going to lose money in some way, shape, or form eventually. Now, what I recommend is to never go below a 3 to 12 month emergency fund. Me personally, I'm very risky. I only keep like 3% worth of monthly expenses in my bank account. So that's around like 8 to 9 grand. So I never go below that. I never go, whenever I have extra money and I see shit, I'm close to my 3 month emergency fund, I don't go below it. So you have to have discipline and not get trigger happy with your money. So that's why your emotions will sometimes get the best of you if you let them, and you have to learn how to control your spending impulses, right? Even when it comes to investing, right? So you want to make sure you don't go below a 3 to 6 to 12 month emergency fund, whatever your set month is. So for some of you it's 6 months, for some of you it's 12 months, for some of you it's 3 months, but don't go below that, whatever that is for you, right? So me personally, I have a 3 month emergency fund because I don't necessarily have a lot of people to take care of. I don't have a family yet. My girl doesn't live with me, so I can afford to go that low. But for some of you who have families, or you have people, you got to take care of your grandma, you got to take care of your aunt or whoever, you might want to make sure it's between 6 and 12 months and to not go below that. Even if, let's say you see a price that you really like, but you're close to your 6 months, don't do it. Because once that becomes a habit, once you dip into your emergency fund, then when the emergency does occur, right? Like let's say, God forbid you get sick, God forbid someone in your family gets sick. Now you got to pull out of your emergency fund, but you don't have an emergency fund because you've been dipping into it over the past whatever amount of months to invest. So I know it's tough to be disciplined in that sense, but that's very important because, guys, at the end of the day, I don't want any of you guys to go homeless. I don't want any of you guys to go bankrupt or any of that. So don't ever go below whatever your set emergency fund is. Don't go below it. Do not do it. So yeah, I mean, like I said, there is a lot of different technical things to investing, but you definitely, like early on when I started buying crypto, I made a big mistake when I first started buying crypto. I started buying crypto in the beginning of the bull run of 2021. So late 2020 and all into 2021, when all the prices were shooting up like crazy, I was buying rapidly. I didn't know what the hell I was doing, right? At the time, I was like, oh, someone told me, hey, this is cool to invest in. So I was like, I looked into it. I started buying a bunch of Ethereum. I started buying a bunch of Polygon. I started buying a bunch of Chainlink and Polkadot and all these other coins. And then what happened was the bull run ended in around like November of 21. That's when the prices started to go down. And I'm like, shit, I didn't even cash out on anything I got. So all of my investing that I did, all the money that I put in during that bull run, I lost all of it in 2022, right? So I'll tell you a story. I'll tell you how this timeline went. So from the beginning of pretty much like 2022 all the way to like January of 2023, I'm sorry, June of like 2023. So about a year and 6 months, I sat with my crypto portfolio, like just going down, completely down. I'm like basically in the negative like $20,000, $30,000. But I held because during that time I was doing a lot of research on, the recession, the bull run, the bear market, and how the cycles in crypto work. So during that time, if I was like, a newbie and I was fearful and fretful, I would have sold all my stuff. But I knew if I was patient and I waited till the next bull run, which we're about to approach on here in the next like few months, I'd be okay. So, because here's the thing, one thing I also want to say is, if you sell, like, you can't lose money if you don't sell. There's no possible way, because eventually those prices are going to go back up, whether it's 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 4 years from now. It's never going to be static. It's never going to be down there forever, right? You can't be in bad times forever, and you can't be in good times forever. So even if the prices are low and you lost money, don't sell, because like I said, if you sell, you lose that money. That's why earlier on in this video, I said that don't invest money that you can't afford to lose, right? So during that whole time, right, that 2022, basically all of 2022 and like basically like like most of like 2023, I wasn't worried. You know why? Because during all of that time, I picked up another job and I started buying all the low prices to make up for what how I screwed up when I first began. So it was a year and 6 months of me trying to catch up because I screwed up buying at super high prices and I didn't sell, when I should have sold. But I learned that now and I'm grateful, hopefully this bull run, I can make some better returns and cash out, unlike when I first started, so it's very important to be self-aware of where the market is. And obviously, that comes with experience and research, but never invest money that you can't afford to lose, right? So during that time, I knew, damn, my portfolio's down, it's in the negative. Let me get another job and buy at the low prices so I can make up for the super high prices that I bought at back in 2021, right? So it's not the best way, but I knew if I really wanted to make some money this bull run, I had to buy back all of the money that I lost from 2022, basically all of 2022 and most of 2023. So, it's difficult to see your money go down, especially over a long period of time. But I can say, like, I haven't sold anything. I've been able, and like I said, it's been a very long 2 years. I'll just say that right now. Because you can't force the market to go up, right? You can't force it to the prices to go up. So you have to sit there in pain, realizing, damn, I was a rookie and I'm gonna have to sit this one out, and it sucks. But I had to sit that bull run out, and now I'm really looking forward to this next one because hey, this is where the gold's gonna be made, baby. So, always be working. Never quit your job too. I made a video a few weeks ago about why you shouldn't quit your job. But guys, you always want to have income. You always want to have savings. You always want to have stable places to put your money. Like I have a 401k. I have a like 4.5% interest account with American Express. So I have stable places where I put my money. So in the event that, my crypto goes down again, or I'm not doing too well with my trading options, I have money that's already set in the event that if I lose this money that I invest into crypto, into those trade options, I'm not homeless or I'm not going to go bankrupt, right? So always work, always have that emergency fund, always have extra savings too, right? So like I said, that's why it's important to work a lot when you're first starting out, because you always want to have extra reserves in the event that you lose some of your money, because most beginners lose their money and then, they get so paranoid and fretful and pissed. They sell all the assets they bought because they lost it, rather than waiting and buying back the money that they lost. So it's very difficult. Like I said, it's difficult emotionally. It depends what your attachment is to your money, your living situation, how many people you have to take care of, what your living expenses are, right? So this all factors into if you sell early, if you don't sell, and you're buying, also like how much you buy at a time. So, like I said, I know this video is kind of all over the place, but like I said, it's more of a psychological thing than it is a technical thing when it comes to investing. So, like I said, I know I didn't go into any different stocks and their performance over different the years and what their plans are for the future, but obviously that's coming in the future. But I just want to make this video for beginners so you don't make some of the mistakes that I made early on. So yeah, guys, like I said, follow all of these guidelines to the best you can. If you make some mistakes and you lose some money, it is what it is. But like I said, just make sure you have your emergency fund. Make sure you're still working. Make sure you're still putting in those extra hours at your job so you can make up for the losses if you do lose. And you'll be all right in the long run. You have to have a long-term mindset. That's what I'll close off with. You have to be able to look 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now and understand that, hey, even if it's a bear market, even if we go through a recession, if I don't sell, if I don't panic, if I buy at the low prices over 5, 10, 15, 20 years, I'm going to eventually be rich. So that's the mindset you have to have as a beginner, and you'll be all right. So yeah, guys, I hope that is insightful to you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe. If you have any questions, comments, leave them down below. And as always, I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.